Hi, everybody. Welcome. I am Lipstick Woman of Drummer 2023, and we have the wonderful Briar here to do an interview with us. Yay!
Mm.
Briar is a fabulous bootleg and leather woman based out in Dallas. I absolutely love her. She is a hoot and a holler, if you know what that, yeah. Absolutely fun time hanging out with Briar. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. Um,
Thank you.
My first question for you is tell us about your name, your pronouns, and why you have that name.
Okay. My name is Briar Wood. It is now my legal name. Um, my pronouns are she, they, or captain. And the way I got this name is based off of the tree, a briarwood tree. The tree is typically much older and wiser. Their roots are kind of pretty deep in the ground. Um, the briarwood is a fireproof tree. The pipes are made out of briarwood. And so there's just a lot of aspects of that is how I've gotten the name. My my legal name had been changed during COVID, so that was yet a yay, and that's where it came from. It's about a tree.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
Cool. My second question for you is how did you come to find Women of Drummer and why have you been hanging out with this band of shenanigans?
How did I find Women of Drummer? It was actually at, I want to say, Will. It happened in Dallas. That was the room 308. I think it was here, 306, 308. I don't know, Fidget will know it. But I ended up going up to that room and there was a bunch of really cool women in there and we played and we had fun. And then I kind of was addicted and I was planning on going in 2018 to Vegas, but things that happened was not allowing me to do that. So we've been to every single one since then. Um, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you get the name Lipstick?
Lipstick. So I so the name Lipstick or Lipstick Honey, so that is my pet name.
Uh-huh.
um, originated just because I wanted to go to a dungeon, local dungeon for a class, and you had to have a Fet name, like a Fet account to do that. And so everybody was like going by like very like Strawberry Princess or something, or like very descriptive names. So I was like, well, I'm femme and I'm sweet, so go by Lipstick Honey, and it kind of stuck.
Okay.
Um, and I use that as my like Women of Drummer name,
Mhm.
um, because that is my kinky badass self. And so while and it's kind of like a Facebook versus Fet Life thing, because people may know me as the Facebook name Brianna. Um, I I love that name. I It means strong Celtic warrior. Um, but the reason I have that name is because my dad wanted to, if he was going to have a girl, she's going to be named BJ. And that whole side of my family calls me Beej. I don't consent to that name. It's got very, misogynistic tones. And
Mhm.
that is only because I was a girl.
Oh.
Um, so, well, like, I love my mother for giving me like a very strong name. She's like, you know what? If we have to go by this, she's going to be Strong Joy. And that's my mom is a kick ass, badass person. I'm actually, we'll see if
Yeah.
I take her out to the Dallas Eagle for Mother's Day. We'll see.
You should
Yeah, I'll
totally
tell you.
do that.
Yeah. um, so I like love that. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship. So I wanted to just have my Women of Drummer be Lipstick, be this badass, kick-ass switch that, kind of gives a middle finger to the misogyny that I grew up with. And
Oh, that's excellent. Thanks for sharing that. I did not know that about you.
yeah,
Anyways,
thank you
I'm
for
sorry.
asking. Yeah. So what I totally forgot. Like, Oh yeah. So you okay. So you found us at Will, which what does Will stand for, by the way?
Oh, Women in Leather Legacy. It was a contest that actually is no longer, and it's unfortunate because it was a wonderful event. Um, and I had been going there for a few years before Women of Drummer started to leak out into the bowels of FetLife and Facebook. uh, I was looking for a women centric space to play fuck and all the things, um, because I feel safer in queer or lesbian space. I just do. And that's just what it's all about. But yeah. And then, Tony got a hold of us and like inviting and promoting. And yeah, I was just following along because, we had some good funds.
I feel the same way. It definitely it it
Yep.
feels like home. It can feel like home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, on the fun and fucking side, so what is your favorite fetish, kink, or leather activity? How did you get into it, and what does it do for you?
Mm, goodness, there's a lot of different things. My number one is whips. Um, I have so much fun with whips, and it's more than just hitting someone. Um, I was taught by Leanie, Daddy Crone, and she continues to teach me and teach me and teach me, and I'm so forever grateful. But it will heal somebody. It can heal me in the same time. So I do a lot of energy with it, and I also do a lot of smart assery with it as well. If you're going to stick something out there and say you get one shot, I'm going to take said shot. um, but for me, what I get out of it is the chance to help someone else work through some stuff that they need to work through. Um, Someone that just wants to experience it, just a little light touch back and forth. Whips don't always have to hurt. It's funner, but they don't have to. Yeah, and it's just if the bottom is very direct and says, okay, I don't want to bleed, I don't want to mark, I don't. This is what I need out of it. Then we can work with something. Don't get into something and not say you don't want something after you've already got it. So, but yeah, whips are definitely my thing. Second is fire cupping. I think I very much enjoy that. Yeah. So, but
Goodness,
yep.
the sadistic fire cupping massage. Yes. Do you top or bottom for that? For both?
Yes.
I love switches. We're like, you do it to me, I'll do it to you. We'll just keep yes.
Yes. I'll give you a cup and I'll put it right there. And then the other one will take, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I think we just came up with a scene. I get yes. All right, all right, Pinky, we're gonna do this in Bramblewood or Dallas,
oh
whatever.
okay. We can make that happen.
Shenanigators.
Shenanigators,
Yeah, good.
for sure.
How it
Uh-huh.
how it goes. Well, so okay. On that note, what is your favorite scene that you have seen at a Women of Drummer event?
There's so many. So many. There's so many great scenes. But I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to pick my scene that I had with Leanie on a Sunday night at the fire. I need a lot of healing, and the people that stayed and stuck around and held space. Um, it was very moving. It was very healing. Um, we both did things that we've never ever done before within that scene, and I feel it's a big part of who I am today because I got rid of a lot of stuff that I didn't need inside of me anymore. But I would have to say that absolutely, whips are such a healing instrument. So, what is yours?
Oh, what's my favorite scene? At a
Yeah.
I Um, of course, the one that comes to mind is getting fucked to pink over and over and over again in the dungeon.
Darn.
If you that was the a wonderful person. Their favorite artist is Pink, and
Uh-huh.
they apparently like would mix up with the dungeon music. And so I just remember me and my daddy had
Okay.
gotten a new a strap on, like a boot strap on. They were just like fucking me like a pedal, and I'm just like, that is that the how many times have I heard this song? And I just we started cracking up and laughing and just having like a great time. And I just like the look of that. So it's very useful having like the strap-on harness for the boot. But the
Yes.
way it looked, I was just like, you have a dick on your boot. It was just so funny. I like almost died laughing. And I think I peed a little. So, but that's what tarps and chucks are for, right?
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Uh,
you're not going to do your step down it to pink, huh?
no, no. We're maybe to Beyonce. We'll see. That's,
All
that's some good time.
right.
Okay, so let me get to this last question here. Okay. Tell us something that many women of drummer do not know about you.
Yeah. Um, I would say not a lot of people know that I'm demisexual. Um, tis why I don't typically bottom, especially for people I don't know. Uh, yeah, I kind of hold that close. Old school, I guess. I don't know. I wish I could be different, but I'm not.
What makes you
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things. I used to be a power lifter back in my 20s. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed that a lot too.
How much were you able to lift?
My the heaviest I ever lifted was 300 pounds. And back then I was a little itty bitty 118 pound chick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we
I enjoyed
have
it.
photos?
I do have photos. They're really bad. Mullet and all. Mullet and all.
Yes. Ah, hmm. Yes. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, please, Captain. How did you get the name Captain, by the way?
My
I
best friend. um, Ava Jane, who is my bestie, we were talking about playing. It's like, what do you want to be called? I'm like, well, I'm not a sir, I'm not ma'am. I don't know what to call me. I'm not inside the boxes and I fit differently. And so she's, how about captain? I'm like, oh, I like that. Will you call me that this weekend? And it just stuck.
oh my God, I love that so much.
I know. She's such a good girl. Yeah.
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 Those are all my questions for you. Thank you so, so much for being such a
Thank you.
wonderful interviewee. Yay. And a wonderful person all around.
Oh, well, can we stop recording?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.